be doing this Facebook Live for you today. A little background is that this morning I gave a talk to a group of people who want to improve their public speaking skills. And so I thought, how cool would it be if I actually shared what I talked about on Facebook? So here I am. And I know, oh, we have one person. Hi, hello, welcome. So since we are now have an audience, I will start. And how do you make your voice heard? Well, let me just explain to you, in case you didn't know, that I am French. But you don't have to worry. I shaved this morning. Now, why do I say that? Well, hopefully that made you laugh, right? And making people laugh is one of my greatest pleasures in life. But it also keeps your mind focused on what I'm going to say. Why is that? Well, if I tell you that I'm French, now you don't have to think about what accent I have and where do I come from and how come I'm speaking English. So you can actually concentrate on what I'm saying, because that's the important thing. The important thing is that you're going to be able to pay attention to me and what I'm saying, not necessarily like what me for Sophie, but what I am saying. And therefore, if I can just get the accent out of the way, it's awesome. All right. So there are 3 things that you need to do to make your voice heard. And those 3 things are: first, let's start with the first one. The first one is to be enough. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, I judge myself a lot. Okay, so I'm going to judge myself on my body and what I say, how I say it. And if I constantly think about that, think about the judgments that I have, then I'm not really here with you and I'm not really delivering what I want to deliver. I'm not giving you my message, right? So not focusing on those judgments is going to be key. The second reason why, so not only is it taking, oh, I have something in my eye. Not only is it taking my attention away from you guys when I'm judging myself, but it's also making you very distracted. Okay, so there's 2 reasons for that. First of all, you can feel that something is wonky. If I'm judging myself, if I'm like thinking, well, do I look good or do I sound good, then you can tell that something is just not totally right. But also, you may actually think you're wonky, meaning that you're going to simply perceive what I'm thinking in my head. And so, for instance, if I'm thinking that I don't know what I'm saying, then you're going to start feeling like you don't know what you're saying. It's something we do. We kind of pick up on each other's thoughts just very naturally, very organically. So judging myself is definitely not going to help you hear me, hear what I have to say. Does that make sense? Okay, so first thing to do is to be enough, meaning that if no matter what judgments you have about you, no matter how wrong you are, that you think you are, it doesn't matter. You are enough. Just the way you are enough. I could be the worst public speaker in the world. If I'm being me and I'm completely being honest with you and being present with you, then you're going to listen to me. You're not going to worry about how I speak and how I look. It just does not matter. So just know that who you are is enough. And you can, masturbate and say, well, I am enough, I am enough, I am enough. I don't care. Or you can simply just be you and be like, okay, cool. I've got judgments about me. Well, it happens. Everybody does. And just keep going. Okay, so number 1, be enough. Number 2, it's going to be present. Now, I know you probably think, well, Sophie, isn't that obvious? I mean, if I'm talking to someone or making a video or delivering a speech, don't I need to be present? Yes, you do. And it's a little bit more than that. What I'm talking about is also being vulnerable, dropping your barriers, and just know that there's no right way of doing this. But the more you connect with people, so right now I'm looking straight into the camera and I'm tapping into the energy of you guys, because also what I forgot to say is I'm going to use the fact that I'm doing this on Facebook and modify a little bit what I said this morning. Since I don't have you guys right here in front of me, I'm still going to use this. So I'm looking straight into the camera and I'm kind of pulling the energy I'm saying you. I'm talking to you. Yes, you who's looking at me right now. This is who I'm talking to. Not your neighbor, you. And I'm so grateful that you're listening. So I'm going to be present with you to make sure you know that I'm grateful that you're listening, and also to make sure that you actually are receiving what I'm going to say. When you're present, you can actually forget about memorizing anything that you were planning on saying, because when you're being present, you're going to give your audience what it is that they require in order for you to be heard by them. So for instance, do they need you to be more dynamic? Do they need you to be softer? Do they need you to look at them, or do they need you to look away? It does not matter. But if you're present, when you're present, that's when they're going to know that you hear them and they hear you. Isn't that cool? All right, awesome. So I think you guys are commenting, but for some strange reason I can't see the comments, so I'll keep going. Excuse me. All right. So remember, number 1 was to be enough. Number 2 is to be present. And of course, there's number 3. The number 3 is to be more. Okay, what do I mean by that? And you probably think I'm going crazy because I just talked about that we are enough. Yes? Okay. Now, when you're delivering a message, when you're telling somebody something that you really care about, when you're really delivering the message you really care about, to be more is actually what's going to make the difference between a regular conversation, a normal conversation, and who you are being in this moment and what you're delivering in this moment. So if I speak here, hi, this is Sophie. So I just really want you to hear me and listen to me, so I'm just going to talk normally and have a casual conversation. You can do that, but will the message get along? Yeah, maybe, but mostly, if with all the distractions we have in the world, probably not. So this is where you get a chance to take who you are and multiply this by 10 or 100 or 1,000 and give them more than they ever expected. Because when I speak to someone, when I tell someone something that I really want them to get, man, I am ready to do cartwheels or sing or just be me, be big, just speak up. That's why they say speak up, right? Now, of course, some people won't like that. And some people may require that I be super gentle and super aware of the kindness that they be and the space that they require. That does not mean that I cannot be intense. It does not mean that I cannot be me 150% more than if I'm having a casual conversation. On the opposite. When you really drop your barriers, when you really be you, wow, you don't have to scream. You don't have to make big movements. You're just there with people. You invite them to what it is that you want to share with them. Yes, that is something else. Now, of course, I'm not somebody who speaks like that on a regular basis, so that may not work for me. But I am somebody who gets very excited, right? And who can sing and dance at any moment, right? You've seen me. And so, most likely, if I speak and I actually give you even more smiles and more movement and more voice than I do normally, you're going to pay attention. All right, so let's recap. Number 1, be enough. Number 2, be present. And number 3, be more than you've ever demanded of yourself, so that they really, really get this. They really get how easy it is to share any information they want to share and to be themselves regardless of who's judging them or not judging them. Okay, so those are the 3 things I wanted to tell you. If you apply these, you will make your voice heard. Please comment below, ask me any questions, and I will respond. And thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.